Make sure you can see my screen. So welcome again. My name is Judy Miller. I do some of the basic training webinars along with Monica. And today we're going to be talking about the email builder. And I am recording this, so I will be sending it to you, the recording link, and also any goodies that I promise inside the webinar. So you'll be getting those probably around lunchtime today. And let's get started. So as I said, I've been super busy. And last week, actually 2 weeks ago, I had a new grandbaby. His name is Bennett. He's 2 weeks old today. Those are some pictures that we got taken this weekend, so I just thought I'd introduce him. Boy, he's cute and he's a really good baby. So it's really exciting to be a grandma again. And I just wanted to share that with you so you guys could smile this morning. With your Infusionsoft application, you do have access to the Help Center. In the Help Center, which is located at help.infusionsoft.com, you have access to our user guide. So if you have any questions, how do I add an image? How do I delete an image? How do I send a broadcast to a specific list? You can look it up in our Help Center. It also gives you access to our tech support numbers and access to our mastermind, which are higher level trainings. So, hey, I already know this stuff. This is too easy for me. I want to find some more higher level trainings. If you go to our webinar section inside the Help Center, you'll find our mastermind trainings and also access to register for more webinars. And Jeff, one of our attendees, Bennett is his middle name. That's really cute. I've never heard that name before. So Bennett was really, I've heard Ben and Benjamin. So Bennett is a great name. So Jeff, you are in good company with my little grandson, Bennett. So again, you don't have to be a user inside Infusionsoft. Help.infusionsoft.com is your resource to get more training and more help with Infusionsoft. So a lot of people come to today's webinar thinking that we're going to be building out a campaign, but we're going to be doing the campaign tomorrow, which is Thursday live. Today we're going to be working on a broadcast, and it's important to learn how to create an email because you are going to use those in the campaign builder, but today we're working on a broadcast. So let me explain the difference real quick. An email broadcast is a one-time email that may go off into a batch or a certain specific group of people, or it may go off to your whole list, like when you send out your newsletter. Or today there's going to be really bad monsoons in Gilbert. We're not going to have our ballet class tonight because I don't want people to get stuck in floods. So I'm going to send a targeted email broadcast only to the people that come to my ballet class on Wednesday evenings, because I don't want them to get hurt and we'll reschedule it. So I'll send it to that targeted group. That's a broadcast. That's what we're focusing on today. A campaign's a little bit different. A campaign is a series of emails that are connected, so I like to think of it as a chain link fence. They're connected with timers to automate your follow-up or to automate your long-term nurture. There may be tasks in there. There may be owners assigned in there. There's lots of cool things that you can do in that campaign, and we're going to be learning about that tomorrow. But you do have to know how to make an email so that you can use those in your campaign. We're going to learn how to make an email template and send out a broadcast today. Welcome, Maureen. Haven't missed anything yet. We're just getting started. So welcome, and I do have a recording to send out of today's webinar, so you didn't miss out on anything. So the awesome things you're going to be learning today is how to edit a template, how to add images or pictures or videos to your email. I'm going to give you some ideas on why to send a broadcast. I'm going to show you how to send a broadcast to your entire list, and also how to send a broadcast just to a targeted group of people based on their tags. So buckle your seatbelts and here we go. So Judy, why would I send a broadcast and not just put people into a campaign? Well, it may be a special holiday greeting. We have Labor Day coming up. And are you sick of laboring and sending out manual emails all the time would be a great subject line. It may be 4th of July. It may be back to school day. And if you're a house cleaner company, you may send out a back to school deal. The kids are back to school, and boy, we have a deal for you to get that house clean while they're at school. So it's just a special greeting that is sent timely. It may be your monthly newsletter. I send off a newsletter, but not at the 1st of the month. I send it at the 15th of the month because people are so busy at the 1st of the month, they don't have time to open it. But your bills are paid and everything's pretty much done by the 15th. So what an idea. Send it off when people don't have anything coming in their mailbox. It may be that something's happening. Hey, my website is under construction. Don't be alarmed. Don't be scared. It's just under construction. We're setting up a new awesome website. So just be on the lookout. I'll send you an email when the new website is done. It may be a special offer. You know, for this week only, we're going to have our products 20% off. And I love those special offers because I'm one of the people that's your target market. And if you have a special offer, I'm going to buy it. The next one is to create urgency, but only be aware that if you're creating urgency and saying there's only 5 seats left, only have 5 seats left. Be genuine. If there's really 1,000 seats left and you're saying there's 5 seats left and people know that you're kind of scamming like that, if they find out, they're not going to trust you. So if it's, hey, we only have 5 seats left or 16 seats left, or we're going to be giving away 3 iPads for $70, we only have 3 available, make sure that you're being honest and genuine. And I think the most important reason to send a broadcast is to build a relationship, because you never know when someone on your webinar or reading your broadcast has the same middle name as Bennett and I just shared my grandson. Or you never know when somebody sees an image and says, oh my God, that's the cutest little granddaughter I've ever seen. That's my granddaughter, Everly. I used to share her all the time, but now I have a new grandson, so now I get to share both. The most important part of sending a broadcast is to create a relationship. And then they write back and go, oh my gosh, Everly is so cute. I have a granddaughter named Everly too. And all of a sudden you're creating a relationship. And when they're ready to buy your product, they're going to email you and go, hey, I was taking a look at your website again and I'm interested in that product. Can you give me some more information about it? So don't take it from me. I may not be the best expert in the world, but Seth Godin is, and he is a marketing guru. And he says people do not buy goods and services. They buy relations, stories, and magic. Create broadcasts that create magic. Tell your stories. Create that connection. It doesn't always have to be about your product, but you can link it in and sometimes just make a broadcast to create that relationship with people. And don't take it from me. Take it from Seth Godin, because it's true and it does work. So our email builder. It's easy to use. You can create multiple templates. So Jeff, if you have more than one business, you have a personal training, brick and mortar business. You also do personal training on the side at people's homes, and you sell vitamins or meal plans. You may have 3 different templates, and you can create those 3 separate different templates inside Infusionsoft and use them in 3 separate different campaigns. It's mobile optimized, so it looks great on a tablet, great on a cell phone. You can save the templates and use them in the campaign builder, and it's fun to do. It's fun to create for your business. Make things different, make them fun. People like fun. So we're going to get into the email builder right now, and I'm going to show you how to build out your first email template. Take a break and get a sip of water real quick so I don't lose my voice. I'm back, and if you do have any questions, feel free to write them into the question section of the GoToWebinar, and I will get to them before the end of the webinar. Or if it's something that's off topic, I will definitely email you back and get back with you. So when you first open up Infusionsoft, you'll land on your dashboard. And what we're going to do is hover over the Infusionsoft logo, come to the marketing section because we're talking about marketing and connecting with people, come down to emails and broadcasts and click it one time. Even if you're just going to go play around with the email builder and you're not quite ready to send off your first broadcast, you're still going to come to the same place, and that's under marketing, emails, and broadcasts. Then I'm going to come and click on the big blue Get Started button, and that's going to bring us into our templates. And I'm going to turn on my highlighter right now because this is my favorite part of the webinar. And when you first open up emails and broadcasts, you're going to land in your gallery. And your gallery has templates that are already created that give you a starting point. So you can scroll and peruse through and say, hey, I like this one. I'm going to use this one as my starting point. You can always come over to the Actions button and create one from complete scratch if you want to. But if you want to look at templates, we have about 20 here. That can be your starting point. Once you've sent your first broadcast, it's going to automatically take that email and put it in the previously sent bucket. So you'll always be able to find it once you send it. If you're working on an email template and your dog has to go outside, or your UPS guy comes to deliver a package and your computer goes into dormant mode and logs you out of Infusionsoft, it's okay, because it will automatically go into the draft section and you'll be able to find that email super, super easily. And then if you save the template and want to use them in your campaign builder, you save it, you can put it in My Templates, and you have access to it into the campaign builder too. And those are the different buckets where you can find your emails. We have lots of people calling support that say, I made an email, can't find it. it's automatically going to be in your drafts if you didn't save it, or in your templates if you sent it, or if you saved it, in your previously sent bucket if you've sent it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down in my gallery, and I'm going to pick a template that I want to use. I kind of like this one that has a little airplane with a simple call to action. I can either take a look at it by hitting the eyeball. I can preview it and see how it looks on a template, on a tablet, or on a phone. I like it, so I'm going to hit Use Template, and Infusionsoft will redirect me to that template, and I get to start working on it right now. Now you see that something slid down. If I want to slide that back up, I just hit the arrow, slide up. But that is our header. And it, sorry about that. I was looking at questions instead of paying attention, so I'm going to pay attention and get to questions at the end. It starts out with from, and you can decide where you want this email to come from. It can come from anybody. They don't have to be an Infusionsoft user. So if your boss doesn't want to use Infusionsoft, but he wants you to set it all up, you can come here and hit this little pencil and put your boss's name just by hitting the arrow going down and hitting Other. So I'm going to put my business name. It's coming from Instant Marketing Ideas, and my admin uses the email address heyjudemiller@gmail.com. So I want anyone that replies to this broadcast to go to my admin in Texas. So I put her information there and hit save, and now you can see that the email is coming from Instant Marketing Ideas. I'm going to change it to come from Infusionsoft. We're not going to talk about recipients right now until we get ready to send the broadcast, but I do want to put a subject line. Maybe I want to personalize the subject line, so I'm going to go, hey, put a comma, and I want to personalize it with their first name, because we find that people when they see their first name in a subject line, they tend to open it more, and you tend to have a better open rate. So what I'm going to do is put hey and a comma, and then I'm going to put a space so it doesn't butt up against a comma, and I'm going to come over to the merge button. And when I click the merge button one time, all the fields that I have to choose from will show up in a drop-down, and I want the contact fields most common, and I want their first name. So it's going to say, hey Tom, hey Mike, hey Judy, here is your newsletter. Put in my exclamation points for my personality, and now I have my subject line done. I don't have any need for this header anymore, so I'm going to hit the arrow, and I'm just going to push that up so it's not in my way. Now on the left, you'll notice a toolbar. This toolbar is in design phase because you can see the design button is highlighted, and you can see that I can change my header style 1, which is this right here. I can change my hyperlink color, so if I have a link on here, I can change the color. It's already light blue. I'll leave it as light blue. And I can also change the background color. I can either put in my hex code if you already know it and you have a developer that made your website and you have certain branded colors, or I can just hit the little box all the way to the left, and I can change the background color just like that. I'm going to change it to a gray color, maybe dark gray, and have it stick out more. That looks awesome, and that's what I want to do. And that's your design phase to pick out your colors for your branding. Now I want to change the header or the logo because that airplane's not my logo. So I'm going to click on the airplane picture, and as soon as I do, you'll notice the left toolbar changed. Now I can come in and I can edit this, and I can put the name of my company here and even a link to visit my website if I want to use that image. But I actually want to use my own Infusionsoft image. So I'm going to hit Change Image, and once I do, all of my images will show up on the left-hand side. It's going to be super hot today, so I'm going to use the Infusionsoft We're Hot, and once I do, that image will appear. The toolbar on the left changes. I can make the image smaller or bigger just by toggling the size button. I can link it to my website if I want to link this image to my website. And you always want to put a short description of what your image is, so I'm just going to put company logo. It's the company image with We're Hot because it's supposed to be 111 today in Arizona, and our humidity is at like 45%, so it's going to be hot. So just playing around with what the weather's like, changed my Infusionsoft logo and added it there instead of the banner with the airplane. I can also change my Alignment to right, left, or center. If I had it really small, I can change it to right, left, or center. And there's my image just like that. In design phase, I can change the design. In blocks phase, I can add things to my email. Right now, we're just going to go over what's already added. If I hover right underneath the banner, you'll see there's a spacer. There's some space between the banner and the content. If I don't want the spacer there, I just can click on it and hit the trash can and delete it, and now there's no space. If I want to add space, I can come over to the blocks, grab the spacer, drop it where I want it, and add that space again. A simple call to action, there's content already here, but you can put your own content in. If you have an email already created in MailChimp or Aweber, Constant Contact on a Microsoft Word doc, awesome. Just go ahead and copy it, and you can highlight across here and paste it right in here. I'm just going to change what's here. It says a simple call to action. Get our free ideas now. If I want to change the color, I can highlight over my subject line, come to this little floating toolbar, and change the color of that just like that. I'm actually going to change it to green because I don't want it to have too many different colors. And there we have it. If I already have content, I can copy and paste. So get our free ideas now. Here I'm going to give them what the free ideas are, and now I want to make a clickable link. Click here to get your free ideas now. And I'm going to move this down. Once you write your content for click here, your clickable link, I'm going to highlight it, and then I'm going to come to my floating toolbar. And when I come to my floating toolbar, I'm going to look for the chain link fence, the one that looks like a chain link fence, and click it one time. And Infusionsoft is asking, what do you want to do with this link? Do you want to send them to a hidden page on your website, a URL? Nope. I want them to have a file download. So I'm going to hit the arrow going down, find file download. There it is. Click it one time. And then you get to upload a file onto Infusionsoft server. So I can upload a new file. Once you do, it will show up in the dropdown, and I can choose my file, and it's free ideas. So I'm going to look for my free ideas, 5 fun newsletter ideas for you. Awesome. Now, if you came to yesterday's webinar, you'll remember that we tag people based on what group they belong to and also their behaviors. If I send out this broadcast and I want to know, how many people downloaded my document, my free ideas, I can come here, hit the tag, type in downloaded ideas, and if I already have that tag, it will show up. If I don't, I can create the tag on the fly, and I promise to give you more ideas and read your questions at the end of the webinar. Put in my tag, hit done, insert link, and now I have a downloadable link. I don't want that colored link. Come back to design, and I can change the hyperlink color to red if I want to, just by clicking there, and now you see it changed to red. Pretty easy, right? Now we also have a button right underneath the content that says take action now. When I click on the button, you'll notice the left-hand toolbar changed, and now we have our button builder. And I'm going to change this to get ideas here. Change the content. Choose the button link. I want them to be able to download a file. So I come down and find file download. Choose my file, which is my 5 ideas. I'm giving them another chance. And I want to tag them that they downloaded the ideas. Hit done. And now scrolling down further in the toolbar, I want to change the button color and have it be kind of a green color and keep my color theme going. And there we have it. So they can either click here to get the ideas, or they can click here. Scrolling down further, you'll see that there is a dividing line. So if I click on that dividing line, the toolbar on the left changes. I can make the dividing line bigger or smaller, and I can also change the color of my dividing line and keep my green color going. The last part of this email that's already created is the social media snippet. And I'm going to take that snippet and move it to the very top. The social media snippet already has a Facebook and a Twitter connection, but I'm going to delete it. and I want to show you how to add the social media snippet. I come to blocks, grab social, drag it and drop it where you want it and let it go. And some people freak out because it's all gray. There's nothing there. What am I going to do? Once you drop the social media snippet, you do have to come to the toolbar on the left and set it up. So you're going to have to go to Facebook and put in your Facebook URL, and now you'll see the image appeared. You're going to have to put in your Twitter handle, and once you do, the image appears. Hey, I want LinkedIn. Awesome. Hit the Add More, find LinkedIn, put in your LinkedIn URL. Hey, I want to connect them to Pinterest. Awesome. Click on Pinterest, put in the correct URL. It does not transfer over to other templates, so I would go on a Microsoft Word doc or an Excel spreadsheet and save all your URLs for those different social media platforms so you can copy and paste them real easy. Once you add your URLs, your images are going to appear. You can make them bigger or smaller and put them left, right, or center. What I would recommend, if you have a really long newsletter, add your social media snippets to the top and also add them to the bottom, and let me show you why. I'm going to add some more blocks to this email. I'm going to add some text. Then I'm going to add a dividing line. Move this one up here. I'm going to add more text. And I'm going to add maybe an image down here. And here's why it's really important to add your social media snippet on top and on bottom, and let me give you an example. When I hit preview, this is how this email is going to look if a contact gets it. Oh, look, here's their social media snippets. I can join them, on Facebook. I can check out their tweets. I can join them on LinkedIn. But if I scroll down and I scroll down and I scroll down and I scroll down and read more and more of this content, I'm not going to remember to go back up and follow them on Facebook. So let me show you the solution for that. I don't have to grab the social media snippet again. I can just come up here, click on the social media snippet we already have, make a duplicate of it so I don't have to rewrite all of those links, left click and grab it, and I can drop it all the way down to the bottom of my email. Now let's take a look at what it's going to look like for our contacts. Preview. I'm reading it, dun, 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 and I get to the bottom and, oh, I'm going to follow them on Facebook, and I click on the little Facebook icon. So you can see how much better the experience is, and you may get more hits in social media by adding it to the bottom. Let me pause for a second. And I'm back. To get out of preview mode, just hit the X. Let me show you a few more snippets in our blocks. I can add a group. And if I add a group, what it adds is an image, content, and a button. I can add two groups and put them side by side. So a lot of people say, can I have one column and then two separate columns or three columns? You can. Once you hit that group, you can decide. Let me do it again. There we go. When I hit the group, I can either show everything, I can hide the image, show everything, I can hide text, show everything, I can hide the button. So a group gives you the benefit of creating something really quick and having a button there. So if you have a product here to the left, you can have a buy now button here. If you have another product to the right, hey, buy it for a whole year, pay $59. Buy it monthly, $3.99. I'm going to put a video on the top, and once I grab the video snippet, Infusionsoft's toolbar on the left-hand side for the email builder is going to change, and it's going to ask for the URL. So what you do is you go to wherever you're housing that video. So I'm going to go into Wistia. Grab one of my videos. Here's a video that I want to share. I'm going to grab the URL. So wherever you're housing that video, be it Wistia, be it YouTube, be it Vimeo, be it Jivebox, you're going to grab the URL. And once you grab the URL, you're going to place it right here where it says video URL. Maybe I didn't copy it. Copy. Paste. And if I want to tag them that they watched video or clicked on video, I can tag them just like that. Once the video appears, I can make it bigger or smaller just by using the toggle, and I can change the alignment to left, right, or center. So there's my video, super easy. Same thing with an image. If I want to add an image to the screen, add the image. As soon as you click on Add Image, the toolbar to the left changes, and I can come and I can grab an image. Once I do, I can change the size. I can link it to a website if I want to, and then give it a description. So let's take a look at this email real quick. We have a banner, social media snippet, image to the left, video to the right, group to the left, group to the right, one area of text, which is using the text box, a dividing line that's green, a button, more content, a dividing line, an image, content, and our social media snippet. Now I invite you later to go in and play around with these. I'm going to show you one more snippet and then I'm going to show you how to send a broadcast. We have a signature snippet right here inside of our toolbar. Once you grab the signature snippet, it automatically defaults to the contact owner. So if you're the only user inside Infusionsoft, you're the contact owner, you get one signature inside Infusionsoft and you can add that signature. So when I hit preview, it's going to be my signature because I'm the person that owns this Infusionsoft app. So there's my signature right there. It comes out a little bit wonky in on the cell phone, but there's my signature. Or you can say, I want just Judy Miller's signature to show up. If you do the contact owner, let me tell you the benefit. I can send out one broadcast to 100 contacts, and if I have 5 different owners, I have Judy, Mindy, Scott, and Trevor. So we all own different contacts inside Infusionsoft. I'm a real estate broker and they're my different agents. I send off one email to my whole list of people, but it will grab the contact owner's signature. So Trevor's people get Trevor's signature. Mindy's people get Mindy's signature. Judy's people get Judy's signature. But you don't have to use our signature snippet. You can just come here and add text. Trying to add it to the bottom. Hover over it and say thanks. So you can have as many signatures as you want and as many templates as you want just by creating with text. Once you're done with your email and it looks good and looks like the way you want it to look, make sure you always scroll down because there may be something hidden. Oh no, there's an image here and it's a gray area. I just want to delete that. Scroll down, scroll down. Oh, there's 2 images here. Make sure you either delete that or get your image and content in there because you don't want to send it like that where it says add image and it's blank. Once you're finished, you can either exit out and it will be saved in your draft area, or you can hit Save as Template. Once you hit Save as Template, I'm just going to call this ABC email so that I can delete it and hit Save, and now it will automatically save that in my template bucket in my gallery. Super, super easy. You can always come back in and delete. You can always come back and edit. Just because you created a template doesn't mean that it's set in stone. I can always come in and click on my banner and change it just like that. I'm going to exit out of here. I'm going to go to my dashboard. Now I'm going to show you how to send a broadcast, and then we'll get to questions so that you guys can be on your way. When you open up Infusionsoft, we land on the dashboard. We're going to send our first broadcast out to our list. I'm going to hover over my Infusionsoft logo, come to the marketing section, and again down to emails and broadcasts, and click it one time. Hit the Get Started button, as always. I already created my template, so I'm going to come into My Templates. Usually opens up a lot faster than this. Here's a template that I created today. I think I might have it in my draft, the one I wanted to do today. Here's the one I want to send today that I created before our webinar. So I'm going to hit continue, and it's going to open up that email. Now I can come in and change whatever I want to change, but let's dissect it real quick. Banner, image, content, clickable link, clickable button. Dividing line, content, dividing line, content, social media snippet. Awesome. So now I'm going to hit the schedule or send button. And when I do, Infusionsoft is going to check over that email and make sure everything is cool and everything's ready. Anything that's not cool or not ready will show up with an exclamation point. Well, my from address is good. My subject line is great. But I don't have any recipients for this email. So I'm going to hit the X and choose my recipients. When I put my cursor in the recipient box, I can either look for some saved searches of criteria that I already created, criteria that I've already saved in saved searches, or I can start typing in tags, newsletter list. Oh, there's the tag, newsletter list, and there should be 2 people in there, or there's 3 people in there. Awesome. So I can either start typing in a tag, or look for saved searches, or type in more than one tag and pick a certain group of people based on criteria. Or I can just say, I need to send this out to my entire list. If I want to send it out to my entire list, I just hit this new search right underneath the recipient bar, and this box will appear, will pop up. I'm not going to pick any criteria at all. I'm just going to hit search, and Infusionsoft will scoop everybody up and drop them in that recipients list. Now I have fake people in here and fake email addresses, so I don't want to spam anybody. So I'm going to hit the X. Let me show you how to grab your whole list again. New search. Pick no criteria. Just hit search, and boom, that whole list will appear. I'm going to start typing newsletter list. Those are the people that I want, the people with the tag newsletter list. There's 3 people on the list. Awesome. Now I'm going to hit schedule or send. And when I do, my recipients is green, my from is green, subject is green. Awesome. I can either schedule to send it later. So if I'm going to be on a plane to Hawaii tomorrow, I can say I'm going to send it off tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the morning based on people's time zones, or I can send it right now. I'm going to go ahead and send it now by hitting Send Now radio button, Send Now blue button, and Infusionsoft will scoop up those 200 people, those 1,000 people, those 3 people, and send off that email to them. Once it does, it will automatically redirect you to this email batch report. I love this report because it gives you a pie graph. That pie graph is really easy to read. And then there's links to the right so you can see how many you sent, how many people opened, how many people didn't open. Oh no, 15 people didn't open this and my class starts in an hour. I better redirect this back to those 15 people and send out that broadcast again so they don't come to my class tonight because there is going to be a bad storm. If you want to learn more about this report, you can go to our Help Center and type in email broadcast report. And that will bring you right to this report and go over all of those links. And it's very, very valuable. It's an awesome report. There's another report on your dashboard called All Email Stats. It's a super great report. It just doesn't tell you the unopens, but it does give you some great information here. If you don't have this little guy on your dashboard, let me show you how to get it. On your dashboard, Add widgets. I want the All Email Stats widget. There it is. Hit Add to Dashboard, and it will automatically appear in your dashboard, but it will show up on the left-hand side and be really big. So I'm just going to left-click and drag it and move it to the right so it doesn't take up all my real estate, and there I have it. Judy, how do we get back to that report? I like that report with the pie chart. Let me show you. Hover over the Infusionsoft logo, Marketing, Reports. Click Reports one time. We're going to look for email broadcasts because that's what we sent out. Click Email Broadcasts. This page will appear. This is the one we just sent out, Ducks Like Rain. Hit View, and it will bring up that exact report that we were looking at. I sent 2, and one person opened and one person didn't. So we already see people opening it. Did they click anything yet? Nope, because there's no click-through links. But it's pretty cool, and somebody already opened it, so that's fun to see. Isn't that fun? I hope that you think that's fun. So let's send off another one so I can show you how easy it is, and then we'll get to questions. Emails and broadcasts. Get started. Choose what you want to send. We should go to previously sent, and I bet that email's in there now because I just sent it out. There it is. Use draft. Hit schedule or send. Uh-oh, no recipients. Click on recipients. I can either choose a saved search, start typing in tags, or hit new search, and I just want to send this to one specific person. I want to send this to Abe. Only one person shows up. Hit schedule or send, send now, and send off that email. So it's super, super easy to do. It's really, really valuable. And tomorrow we're going to learn how to create a campaign, which we're going to use emails in there also. And we'll probably use that same email so you can see how I can just grab that email and bring it right into the campaign builder. So my challenge for you is create an email template. There's no better way to start using Infusionsoft and make sure that you're trying it out than scheduling 15 minutes a day or 10 minutes a day in your calendar. That's your Infusionsoft time. And I know it's like driving a stick shift for the first time. You get in it, you grind, you mess up your gears, you go in reverse instead of going into first gear, but it gets easier and easier and easier to do it the more you use it. Add a link, add your image to our server. Put in a URL to add people to go visit your blog. Send out a broadcast to yourself. You can even send it to me by adding me to your CRM and putting in the email address basictraining@infusionsoft.com. I'll take a look at it and see what I think. If I click on a link and I get tagged, you'll know it. Send out the broadcast, save a template to your library, and start having fun with Infusionsoft and using the software. I know it's hard at first, but if I can do it, anybody can do it, I promise. So thank you for being part of our family, and let me get to questions. It says, I'm not sure what the question is. So Jeff, if you want to just email me at basictraining@infusionsoft.com. It says, is there an ed on the webinar? But there's not an ed on the webinar. So if you want to just send me a email to basictraining@infusionsoft.com, I will definitely answer your question. Anyone that has any questions, be it email builder, campaign builder, hey Judy, I don't know how to add my list, please email me because I can get you the information that you need. Sometimes I'll even give you a call and say, hey, this is too confusing of a question to go over with an email. Let me talk to you and show you how to do that. We're here for you. We want you guys to be successful. We want you to keep the software, and we want you to grow your business. That's what we're here for, to help small businesses succeed. And I'm just not saying that because I work for Infusionsoft. We really believe in you guys. We think we have a great software, and we want to help you guys. That's why we do the live webinars each week. And I do them every week. I've been doing them for 4 years, and it's fun every single time because I get to meet you guys. You guys end up being my friends. So thank you. Welcome. Let's create that relationship and connect with me. And I would certainly like to connect with you guys. If you didn't get yesterday's recording, I will send that to you, and I'll also show you a secret. If you go to YouTube and you search in YouTube for Infusionsoft Basic Training, and you see that little Infusionsoft icon right there, that's my Infusionsoft channel. All of our webinars are in there, and not only our webinars, but I also teach you how to create a coupon using Infusionsoft's Campaign Builder. Your blueprint webinar, how to organize your marketing using our blueprint, how to automate decision diamonds, 3 ways to collect leads using our hosted web form, how to automate your tasks, sales pipeline, how to make a simple banner. I have all sorts of stuff in there for free for you guys. I've created those for you so we can make Infusionsoft easier. So you'll have access to this once you get your recording today, and you can come peruse and watch any videos you want. If there's a video not in there that you're saying, hey, Judy, can you create this? I'd really like to learn this. I'll create it. I'll edit it, and I'll drop it in the YouTube channel just for you guys, because my job here is to help you and make things easier for you. And again, thank you for being an Infusionsoft employee. I hope you're excited. I hope you feel my energy. And there was one more question. How can I join tomorrow? Let me show you how. Come to help.infusionsoft.com. It's the best webinar ever because it's a campaign builder. And if you think I'm energetic right now, you will think I'm energetic really a lot tomorrow. And I might have different pictures of Bennett. So Jeff, you're going to have to come. Come to the webinar tab. If you want to go deeper and faster into Infusionsoft, come to the Mastermind tab, and that has more higher level learning. But here's the Infusionsoft Basic Training. Hit View All, and here's the Campaign Builder. Hit Click here, and I'll add you right to it. If you are not registered in our Small Business Success Method, or Small Business Success Academy, send me your Infusionsoft app name, and I will register you for it. It's free. It's free on-demand learning. And if you're thinking, Judy, how do I get my app name? What is it? Let me show you where it is. When you log into Infusionsoft and come up to the browser window, after the HTTPS, there'll be 2 letters and 3 numbers. Mine is HV202. Yours might be BX135. But that's your app name, and that's how I'll be able to get into your app and add you to the Small Business Success Academy, which is more free training, on-demand training for you to make things easier. So I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Hey, Jeff already sent me his. His is FW377, so thank you. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Anytime you go on the basic training, there may be new videos in there, and those are free for you to learn the software. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.